If you ever wanted to see inside of my head, now's your opportunity. I've listed my very own home on Airbnb because I'm traveling for the month to Thailand. Now, you don't have to stay here if you don't want to, but the link is in the description. Help yourself. More likely, you're going to use that link to do some homework. We're going to look at what I've done to make my Airbnb home, my real home, an Airbnb space, and then some of the amenities that it took to qualify this as a luxury property, because this is definitely your archetype of a luxury property in downtown Dallas. So let me give you a tour, and then let's jump into the listing.
You know, I did not think I was going to be finishing this video in Beijing, but anyway, here we are at the Beijing airport. I've got a long layover, so let's kind of jump right back into it. So let's talk about the amenities. What makes for a luxury space? Let's start on the outside. Let's talk about the building itself, because you're going to have a building and then your apartment, and both have to kind of come to standard. My building has a nice pool on the 6th floor. It's got a lounge on the 6th floor that you can rent out. It's got like a private dining area on the 6th floor. It's got a rooftop lounge on the 20th floor that has a killer view of the whole city. It's got a gym on the 20th floor that's also awesome to work out with the view. It's got 24-hour concierge, wonderful ample amounts of parking, big spaces, valet parking, free coffee and snacks on the 1st floor, dog park. There's dog snacks on the 1st floor. There's all sorts of stuff like that. But all of these things can be available in other buildings too, right? Aside from it being a new property in a wonderful location and it looks really nice, a lot of buildings have all these things. Maybe not the valet parking or maybe not the 24-hour concierge, but they kind of meet them all the way. Now, you don't have to have 24-hour concierge to have a luxury property, right? The place has to be well-designed, well-built, and new for the most part. And then, of course, have all those other amenities like pool, gym, and etc. Next is inside the property. And as we just saw, I kind of showed you my property, and what really separates what my property looks like at, on the surface level from a regular Airbnb is the attention to detail and the investment in the furniture. As you can tell, the first big thing you'll notice is that couch is not a sleeper sofa. There's no way that couch would ever be a sleeper sofa. And it's not a cheap couch either, all things considered. But it's a nice couch. It's a statement piece, and it allows you to really build out the rest of the room properly. I used a color palette of like the blue and the green and the yellow. And I really brought it all together. That painting I did on my own. You don't have to be a wonderful painter, but I'm sure you have somebody who could do pieces for you if you want to do the same thing I did, which is pick a few colors, bring the whole thing together, and use the jars like I did, and use those colored jars around as part of the artwork. I provide a guitar, but you don't need to provide a guitar. That's just kind of who I am. And then the kitchen, I invested in the kitchen because I love to cook. So instead of just a basic set of pots and pans, I've bought like $200 ceramic pans you would love to cook with. These are things that I've added to my space that I live in that do make the property luxury. In addition, my bed, I spent over $300 on the pillows. The mattress is a dream to sleep on. So I would recommend spending more money on your mattress and your pillows if you really want to sell it as luxury, but then you have to go the rest of the way and make that bedroom look like a place you'd want to sleep in all day. So I did the whole canopy bed route with the net and really brought that together and tried to make that space look good. Ample amounts of artwork, as you see in my room. And I really framed it well, I think, with the rug on the floor, etc. So moving on. Lighting is also important, as you see. If you are looking at the listing as we're talking, you'll see that I did the whole red headboard lights, so that way during the day the place looks wonderful, but it also has its own nighttime vibe. That's cool. And then I uplit my painting. I put these Edison style lights on the pillar in my living room. Everything is also smart home controlled. So I ask Alexa or Amazon to turn on the headboard or to turn on the painting or the Edison lights or to turn on the TV or play music. And all these things happen inside of my space. Now, that's another big one that I think you could really pull off to make a place luxury. So I did spend more than budget, right? And this is a business. So if you want to create a luxury property, you still have to have a budget and come in on budget, because there is a point they're just spending too much money and not getting a return on your investment. So what can we learn from my place? What stuff looks the coolest? I would actually like to know your feedback on that. So leave it in the comments. Be like, I think this is important. This is a little overdone. You don't need this necessarily to qualify as luxury. But let me give you my opinion. I believe that couch, having a statement piece like the couch and then artfully designing your space around something like that, and really just attention to detail and full commitment to the design of your space is what makes it luxury. You don't just go in on a budget and buy some furniture and make it work, but you really want to prioritize the design above all things, even if it means spending more money. You want to have a soul. It has to have life, So if you look at my space, you can tell it's livable. You can really, truly live in there and be happy. The smart technology like the Alexa stuff. So buy an Amazon Fire TV, because the Amazon Fire TV, if you're going to buy a Fire Stick, you're spending another $80 on the Fire TV, but it responds to Alexa or Amazon commands. And it also streams in HD, which a Fire Stick like HD is like $70 anyway. So you're spending twice as much for the Fire TV, and you're getting that, smart home feel. You can buy smart home switches for like $35 for a pack of 2, I think, and get an Alexa Dot for the bathroom, and then get like a waterproof like Bluetooth speaker. So you're spending $50 on the Dot, and maybe another $20 or $30 on the waterproof speaker, so they can have it in the shower or by the tub. And that would be your 2 smart home technologies, the TV and the Dot. And Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm reading his book, Crushing It, and he believes that having an Alexa in the bathroom is going to be the biggest thing of the future. So that's kind of interesting. So might as well commit fully to that. So these are the things that I think really makes a space. Really investing in the bed, buying really nice pillows, making design the priority, so that way the bedroom is cohesive and beautiful, and that your living room is really, thought out. You're spending the time on that, not having a pull-out sofa, big HD TV with the home technologies, and then invest in extra streaming services like Amazon Music Unlimited, and just all the creature comforts that people want. And then, of course, upgrade your kitchen to make sure that it has really good cooking stuff, not just your basics. One last thing I do is I provide wine, but not just simply a bottle of wine. I give people a choice. So I've got a wine cooler, and I've got one type of each and every single wine that I can think of. We've got Bordeaux and Merlot and Tempranillo and Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc. And the guest gets to choose one bottle of whatever they like. And they're not cheap. They're like between $12 and $20 a bottle. And if they want more than one, they can, of course, pay for them. But we do give the people the opportunity to choose the one wine that they want. And that choice, I think, is kind of a luxury in a way, too. So as far as the couch goes, I know that people have asked me, people who have visited my space. I got the couch for like $1,500 or $1,600 after delivery costs from a guy. His company's Finally Home Furnishings. So he's a wholesaler, and I know that if I would have bought that couch like from a retailer, I probably would have paid in the upper 2,000s, maybe even $3,000 for that couch. So I do recommend find a wholesaler to work with if you're going to buy stuff like this and go for that luxury look, but you want to come in on budget. I bought all my stuff from either Finally Home Furnishings, that guy. I bought a couple things from Amazon, because you can still get good stuff on Amazon, and then I used Wayfair. Only problem is Wayfair failed me twice on the dinner table. All the bedroom stuff, though, as far as the white furniture goes, was all Wayfair. The canopy bed and the mattress and the pillows were all Amazon. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions or you have any requests for content, and since I'm going to be, traveling for a few weeks in Thailand, I will have time to shoot some video. Just ask for it in the comments. So thank you for watching Airbnb Automated, and I'll see you on the other side.